The last step for prepping our image for using the laser to engrave it is to open it in Illustrator and set it in an artboard. So the first thing I want to do is go to File, New in Illustrator. And I've already got this set up where if you click on Custom, it's 32 by 18. Now, on any of these, you can change the size. This is the bed size of the laser. So we want to make the width 32 inches. We want to make the height 18 inches. And we want to change the color mode from CMYK to RGB. So I'm going to create that. Okay. So now we have a set size of 32 by 18 that will be a default for any file that we open. If I go to File, Open, and I find my file, here it is. I click Open, and if I zoom out, you can see it opened that image on the 18 by 32. I can move this around the artboard and place it in a particular spot. We don't have to worry about where it is too much. That'll get moved once we go to the mill and work with Nicole in setting up the file to be etched. I will, however, turn this, and I'm going to hold the Shift key, and you can see now it jumps in big increments. That'll keep it completely horizontal, right? And ideally, this should be the size that we want, right? The next thing we want to do is create a box. So I'm going to use the rectangle tool, and I'm just going to make a click right in the middle. And I want to plug in the size of the plate, which should be the size of the file, okay? In this case, I'm going to leave this a 9 by 12. This is the file size we're going to use, and even though my image is a little different, and we'll say okay. Okay, this box, if it doesn't look like this, right, it kind of disappeared, you see? So if I click on this, it's because this rectangle was made with a white fill and no stroke. I want to change that. I want it to have no fill, and I want it to have a stroke of 0.001. So it's a very thin line. Okay? And I want the stroke color to be 255 blue, and 0 for green and 0 for red. Okay, I'm going to hit return, and there it is. It's just really, really faintly shows up. Okay, and if I need to rotate it, of course I can rotate it as well. Okay, and then I would want my image actually to fit in that. You can see it's lining up, likely because I have it set up so that it will go to Smart Guides and snap to point. Okay, I'm going to scale this a little bit. And can I warp it? Yes, I can warp it. So I want to be careful when I'm scaling this so that I don't warp it. Okay, so I need to hold down probably Shift, yes, and it'll keep it proportionate. There, so that's within my 9 by 12. And at this point, our file should be set up. Nicole will then help you with the file. She'll open it in Illustrator, and she will move this and the box so that it's placed in the appropriate corner where the wood would go on the bed of the laser. Okay, So at this point, we probably want to save this file and do a file save as. We can use the same name, but it'll be a .ai file for an Adobe Illustrator file. And then we can hit save. And then to get the file to the mill, so Nicole can assist you in setting it up to cut the plate, you can do it two ways. You can either put it on a jump drive and take it with you to your appointment in the mill whenever you're supposed to watch the laser cut the plate, or you can use their Canvas site, and there is a place where you can upload the file so that Nicole then can download that and set it up when you're ready to print. So at this point, we should be good to go.